other night. I just did a swimming stroke technique stream on Facebook. So it was for my amigos on the triathlon team that I'm on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to do these so I can get some free crap from Zoot. I'm not gonna lie. If I prove myself as a swim instructor, maybe I can strike a bargain with them and get some nice gear in exchange for my services. Who knows? I don't know.
Rendered.
Yeah. I pitched that to my wife, and she immediately shut it down. I told Will it's like she took a pile driver to it from the top rope. She's like, yeah, no, you're not going to try and do that. I was like, well, why not? She's like, because you're already stretched thin. I'm having a baby. You're not doing this now. I'm not saying now.
You know,
eventually.
If you were want to be serious about this, you would have to give at least one thing up.
Yep.
Video games.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what it would entail. But it's like the problem is if I give up video games, I don't want to work out at 9 o'clock at night. I'd rather work out at 5 o'clock in the morning. But yeah. Anyway. Let's see here. Let's get logged in.
But I have streamed today, and I actually figured out how to save videos of my streams on my Twitch channel.
Oh, you turned VODs on?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's horrible, but whatever.
Well, trust me.
Hello.
My, what the? Someone else is here? Oh, hey Artemis.
Hey, the gang's all here.
Hey, the jerk is here. Wait, what?
What?
Ah!
Farrell, you knew I was here.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave.
Fine, go. Just
I mean,
do
you're gonna
it.
call me a jerk as soon as I enter the channel.
Do it, man. Oh no! It could be like Cool Jack, dum da da da. Cool Jack, ba da bum ba da da. Cool Jack, ba da bum.
Look, you know, I mean, if he called me Steve Martin as soon as I walked into the channel, I'd take that as a compliment.
As the Cool Jack.
Well, he didn't call me Steve Martin though. Instead, he just goes, "Oh, look, it's Jerk Center, the channel."
Are you not familiar with the Steve Martin classic, The Jerk?
No, actually.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've heard that one. I know it exists. It's not the first thing that comes to mind, but I know it exists at least.
Well, you know, there's this one scene where he's there and he's tending to his injured foot, and he says in relation to the prior scene in the movie, "How was I supposed to know his name was Iron Balls McKenzie?"
So is Farrell still just working through MSQ?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. So, hopefully I can stay focused and actually get through some cutscenes tonight.
Farrell, stay focused. I think that's the bigger joke.
Squirrel!
Cookie.
Cookie!
But I like the cookie.
I will openly admit, though, watching those cutscenes with Ninja Boy being censored by Squirrel, it adds a whole new meaning to Squirrel for me.
Strategically placed squirrel.
I have a history with squirrels. I don't know if all y'all know this one, but I have a long and painful history with squirrels.
I think I remember at one point you said that Squirrel was a nickname of yours in school.
No, that was Wampako.
I could have that wrong.
No, that was Wampako.
Okay.
The squirrel, though, I had a bad experience. And yeah, there is a long and lengthy epic called the Squirrel Story.
Squirrel Story.
Yes, there is a squirrel story with diagrams.
Were you attacked by a squirrel?
It was in my
Did you
mission
attack a
journal.
squirrel?
Yes. On both
You
accounts.
attacked
Now I'm curious, but I don't know if we're gonna make it so that he can actually get through his MSQ stuff. I'm guessing we probably can't hear the squirrel story.
What?
If you're gonna stay focused to actually get through your MSQ, probably no squirrel story.
Yeah, no squirrel story.
I can tell you my squirrel story.
Oh boy.
Probably not half as long.
One
There was
of these days, I will actually take a picture of my mission journal of the diagram of the squirrel story.
Oh boy.
There is a legitimate football-style diagram of how the squirrel story played out.
Wow.
My
Well-
mission companion, still to the day, whenever we're together, he has me tell the squirrel story for one and all, because you tell the squirrel story so much better than I can tell it. Yeah.
I can only imagine how it was when the movie Up came out with the dog Doug.
Yeah, it must have had so much more meaning for Farrell.
Yeah, let's just say I told my aunt the squirrel story. Unfortunately, I told it in front of her husband's, let's call him, same attraction brother, who him and his, partner, own an animal shelter.
Oh.
It did not go well. Yeah, it did not. The story did not go near as well as it usually does. Having animal activists in the room kind of really puts a damper on the squirrel story.
Oh, now I have to hear it.
Okay, so Farrell.
Yes.
We recently became Facebook friends, and
Yes.
you had mentioned prior to the occurrence that it's a matter of whether or not I would be able to withstand the particular political views that you may or may not have. Farrell, from what little I've seen, I think we are pretty much in complete agreement with the majority of things.
Okay,
So,
fantastic.
That's always good.
now, I will say that when it comes to Facebook, I have tons of people that have the exact opposite political view to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I keep them on Facebook, if only to remind myself that there are people with varying opinions of mine, because I don't want Facebook to become an echo chamber.
Right.
But I don't think I have. That's not here nor there in regard to.
Let's
to your
just say
Facebook list.
about 90% of all of the associates that I know through Skill Toys have a 100% diametrically opposite political views than I do.
Wow.
When the majority of them were like, dude, this Occupy Wall Street thing is awesome, man.
Just like that?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, like almost 100% like that.
Wow.
And I have another person that I was associated with actually classify me, quote, as a danger to society because of my political views.
Bah.
Yeah. And thankfully, he technically wasn't my sponsor. The guy who actually sponsored me for Astro Jacks, we're very much so in aligned with our faith and our values. Well, not exactly faith. He's born again Christian, I think. But very much so faith.
But not opposed.
Not opposed. No. probably a little opposed to him himself joining the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but in terms of he understands that we have a reverence for Christ and and the Lord and all that stuff. And I actually shipped him a Book of Mormon. He invited me out to his place out in Ohio for a weekend, and to say thanks, I shipped him out a Book of Mormon. He just wrote back and said, "Hey, I'm really grateful you did this. I know some people it's really hard to share your religion, but not really my thing. But hey, thanks for sharing. I love it. I very much so appreciate it, though." I was like, okay, right on, right on.
I mean, at least just plant the seed, right?
Right, yeah. No, and he literally told me one of the main reasons he actually invited me out, and this was when Carrie was pregnant with our first child. He's like, because I know your values. I know you're a family guy, and honestly, I can trust you around my daughters. I don't have to worry about my daughters if you're in my house at all. I was like, that's pretty good. That is a good thing.
I'm glad that's a qualifying point.
Yeah, because he explicitly told me, he's like, yeah, because there's a couple members of the community who I would not trust at all around my daughters at all.
Actually,
And he has like 7 kids or something like that. He has a lot of kids.
I'm actually getting lucky at getting these crystals.
The crystals, man. I told you, put down the boom boom pow pow. That's the wrong type of crystals you're farming, my friend.
If that's what they're dropping here in Final Fantasy XIV, well, I'm gonna take them. I mean, it does say it's a luminous elemental crystal.
Is that what happens before or after you smoke it? Wait,
Probably in the process if it's luminous.
Finish that quest.
I'm working on it.
Talk to Frey.
No, he needs to wait until he can do all of the Dark Knight quests.
No, he can knock out the completed quest just to get it out of his quest journal.
Wait, what?
Oh, talk to
Honestly, what you should do is abandon it. Because you don't want to forget the Dark Knight storyline
We have
partway
kept you
through
waiting
it.
over long,
because
I fear.
the best storyline before Shadowbringers.
all right,
Not to
all
worry,
right.
Alpha Nerd.
Operator, for
We had some
you,
rather
I
fine
will
old
abandon
wine to
it.
keep us company.
Yay.
Truth
No.
be
After the
told,
cutscene.
we've delayed your
After the
arrival
cutscene.
So in
a few
about
months more.
a half hour.
Yes.
Gabriel got the spicing just
What
right
quest
this
is
time.
this?
His latest batch is not
Do you want to go to Dark Knight?
No,
to the healers.
Oh,
I don't like that color. Not a very
I
good
get it.
color.
And Will just got buzzard.
Indeed.
What?
It is not to soothe our humours that.
What? For
Oh, no,
that?
quite right.
Oh,
You have discovered
you
something.
done me
He needs
wrong.
to save him.
I did you the respect that you deserve.
Did you see the comment that I made to Knock in Discord earlier today?
Let's not jump to
Yes.
conclusions, shall we? Assess the facts presented, then make an educated analysis, as you were taught.
She said, I will refrain from making that comment for fear of losing my family-friendly-ness.
demonetized.
Only on YouTube.
I know.
Only on YouTube.
Hey, cast your mind back to the moment of Estinian's
Oh, I
transformation.
got demonetized
Recall
back
how
when
you
they
described it to us.
did the thing. Was it early last year? And like people flipped the ever crap out. It's just like, if you don't have at least 1,000 subscribers, you ain't making Jack Diddley crap on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
It's true.
I mean, I was on YouTube for 8 years and I didn't even barely made $20. So
Boo.
it's just kind of
Okay,
like,
so I have the moderator commands up on your chat,
You spoke of the
and I go
sudden
to delete
pangs
the
which racked
message,
his body when he
and
took
it
up
says
both
you
of
cannot
Nidhog's
delete the
eyes, and
broadcaster's
of how his
messages.
form was twisted thereafter into a shadowy semblance of the
well,
great
if it makes
worm.
you feel any better, the only people that actually see the message are people that are actually in chat right now.
Well,
If they come
yeah.
in afterward, they won't see it. So then I'll just have to find another reason to buzzer you again later on tonight.
Oh, geez. I just remembered another audio drop I need to find.
What?
Feral-
Shut up, John Cleese's "Shut Up" from the "How to Defend Yourself from a Piece of Fresh Fruit" sketch.
No.
Shut up!
George Takei's "Oh My."
Oh yes, you must have that one. I won't take that one. You can have that
I
one.
descried dark tendrils, which entangled his very being.
Actually, I
His
should
ether
start
has
making
been
a
all but
list.
smothered.
Excuse me.
Feral, let me know when you get to the mission Shadows
Then
of
he
the
is lost
First,
to
and
us
then I can
forever?
be making progress with you.
Got it.
What did I just
I'm just-
say about jumping
I'm
to
working on getting my
conclusions?
anima weapon because I
Ishtola
think it's a
clearly stated
good thing to
all
get
but
now,
smothered.
since I'm level 61.
By the time
As
you
I later
have
discovered, her impression
the
matched
finished
my
anima
own.
weapon,
Though Nidhogg
you
Oh,
will
I'm
be
not
at the end of
going
burned
to.
Stormblood.
my mind's
I'm
eye.
not going for
Beneath
finished.
the
I'm just
seething
going for
aura,
getting it so that I have a
sensed
stronger
the
bow.
merest hint
He
of
just
something
wants a
else.
Just
glamour.
go to Idleshire and buy one with poetics.
And after listening to Gishtola's observations, I became more certain
But-
of my suspicion
But
that the
farming
something
it's
else
so
I'd
much fun.
sensed was, in fact, the
Look,
trace of a
operator, if you're
different
bringing
me,
logic and reason
submerged
into
in
this
the sea of
conversation,
Nidhogg's rage.
Artemis is going to get lost.
But he's also a glutton for punishment.
Will, are you calling
Operator
Artemis
or
What
stupid?
Artemis?
punishment? What punishment? I've been fine. I've already gotten 2 of the luminous crystals.
Yes,
Yeah,
Stockholm
that's one of the
syndrome.
easier
the Justinian
steps.
spirit yet lingers.
Well, that's just to get the dang weapon, which is all I
Yeah, the-
really care about for now.
Can we not wrest him from
Yeah, the
Nidhogg's
weapon that you're
grasp,
going to
then?
get's not
Tear
very
the
good
eyes
at
from the
all.
armor.
You
Yeah.
see, operator, he's just trying to chase his next crystal meth high. That's why he's
No.
farming all the crystals.
Well, I loved having the Zodiac weapon, and so
We know not
I
if that would
didn't
serve
get
to
it to
separate
max,
worm's
but I
soul
loved
from
using it.
man's. None have ever attempted such a feat.
So I figured I'd just go for the next one too.
Oh, by the way, operator, freaking Estinian is all creepy beyond all get out.
Well, that's because it's not Estinian.
I know. But he looks
Yeah.
like Estinian.
Should it offer
Well,
even
it's
the
Nidhogg.
faintest hope
Get
of
it right.
success, then by the gods,
But
I
he's
shall be the
using
first to try.
he's wearing an Estinian
How to
suit.
know?
So
No,
he's
he's
an
wearing
Estinian
Estinian.
glamour dragon.
No, okay. Remember Men in Black,
By all
where
means,
the alien
hold
was
fast
wearing
to
an
your
Edgar
hope.
suit?
Yeah,
mindful
that
of
was
the
actually the reference I was
dangers.
thinking.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with enlarged mammary glands.
I have a comment about that.
Of course,
Mm.
that's the quote I
Further
remember
excising
from
the
that
eyes
movie.
the dragon's mail. We have no way of knowing if your friend's soul would survive so
Not
violent a
particularly
separation.
surprising it being
And that
you.
is to say nothing
Yeah,
of the
that is a
possibility
very
that
funny
would-be
quote.
saviour
That is a
might
very
find
well-educated,
next
funny
host.
joke. People,
Oh, I don't
people,
deny that.
I know. That's a well-educated, funny man joke.
So, I'm playing Dragon's Dogma
But
I'm
what
in the
Why?
other
post
choice
game.
remains to us?
because I like
Should the
Dragon's Dogma.
opportunity present
And
itself, I
I'm
will
in the
tear those
post-game,
foul
and I'm
orbs from Estinian's
hunting
armor
down some dragons,
and trust
and-
in the resil-
So, these dragons are red, yes?
Maybe.
Sure.
But
Ah, I found you at last.
in the post game, they put all this goop in the atmosphere. And so I walk up to these dragons and they look green. The red dragon looks
A
green.
messenger of the Temple Knights
No,
came
they're
to
supposed
us
to be
some few
blue.
hours
Adjust your
past.
TV set.
The Lord Commander humbly requests
That's a
the
Smurf
company
joke.
of the Warrior of Light and Master Alphino.
What?
Come on, there was a commercial for what was it for? It was on Cartoon Network, and it was just kind of a random.
No. You don't like that car. I don't like that
Will
car.
just buzzard me.
Not a very good car.
There was a commercial, and somewhere in the commercial they said, "Well, and then why are Smurfs blue?" And then the angry Smurf comes on and he goes, "No, we're not blue. We're green. Adjust your TV set." And he, reaches out metaphorically from the TV and turns a knob, and he turns green. So that's old Cartoon Network commercial references. That's what you get here.
So Emmerich
You
will speak with
know,
us. Very well, thank you.
It works
Owen.
so much better when you explain the joke.
I know. But what the crap
Seeing
moment's what you
duty
come for,
calls.
right?
Pray
You
see
don't
to
come for the
yours,
actual
and we
joke
shall return to
explanation. You
ours.
come
You know,
for what
I mean-
random combination of words is going to fly out of Farrell's pie hole next.
Well, I think that it's just I come to make fun of the feral.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Thank you, Y'shtola, Kyle.
There's
words
some
have given
sort
me
of a
hope when others
therapeutic release when you were just able to flat out mock someone that really doesn't care what you have to say.
There's a YouTube video that I want to share with you,
Uh-oh.
but
Set
it
Emmerich
involves a
awaits.
spoiler that I don't think I can share it with you yet.
Well, then wait until the appropriate time and then share it with me.
Well, yes.
Yes. And what's the
In moment
problem?
when lost.
It's
You'll
just,
lose
I
the
want
Alfred
to
is
moment.
allowing his feelings for this dragoon to cloud
Well,
his thoughts.
but
Before he
then,
can do
in the
something
future,
rash.
that's when you're gonna have the.
Keep in mind, Randy.
Oh, that's what Will was talking about.
Oh, and for the record, operator, I did discuss something with Farrell that could be construed as potential spoilers for Shadowbringers, except for the fact that it is mentioned in the trailer for Shadowbringers, and so I don't necessarily count it as a spoiler.
Most people don't.
Is it the fact that Spider-Man is in Shadowbringers?
What? Spider Pig didn't make an appearance? I wanted Spider Pig.
The conference held at Falcon's
But no, the
Nest
fact that
was to be a celebration of the
you
reconciliation
become the warrior of
twixt
darkness
man and
in
dragon.
Shadowbringers,
I
did
attack
give
the
him that.
darkness.
But the lingering shade of
Well,
Nidhogg,
Well, it says my eyes are
clad in
blue,
the
but
flesh
they're
of the
they're
Azure
actually
Dragoon,
gray.
did mark the occasion by spilling the blood of his own kind.
I love the fact that you pick up on
A
those kinds of
timely
references very
atrocity.
quickly.
To remind the children of Ishgard
Has anyone got a
that the
quarter?
Dragonsong
Or
War
else I gotta get
was far from
Funyuns.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
And when
Fly by
fear gave
night
way to
with
fury,
Mountain
the call
Dew.
to arms rang out anew. Death to Nidhogg. Death to Nidhogg.
And now, the dramatic reading of some old fart's journal. All right. Okay, so all right, we are going to abandon our end. There you go, officially
Yay.
abandoned.
Now, when you get time to sit down and actually do the Dark Knight questline properly, you can start it right from the beginning.
Amazing.
Actually, I just pulled up the YouTube video. You might be able to, I might be able to give you the link for it. I'm not sure.
Hey, Wendy! Ooh.
Oh,
When the heck did Yoda enter the channel?
Mira eso, mis amigos. Me parece
Spanish Yoda.
muy buena.
Ah, crap, border redeemed push-ups. Oh, man. That's actually cool. I love the blue accents. That is pretty shiny.
um,
I'm digging it.
Yes. One thing to note though, the gear coffer that you just got, that's all 240 in the shared gear. It goes up to 270, so you'll want to use it as glamour, not actual gear.
Oh. Too bad, so sad. Got my evil mood on, considering that starting on Monday I need to yell at people to do push-ups, among other things. All right, anyone else want to redeem push-ups?
how many push-ups are redeemed per redemption?
10 push-ups per redemption. I will only honor 1 redemption per person per stream. So
'Cause
you
I'm-
know you cannot spam your yummy taquitos.
But do you know how many yummy taquitos I have to spam?
Lot.
over 7,000.
Well, your power level isn't over 9,000, so I don't care.
Well, neither is yours, Farrell, so...
I know. I have unlimited. My taquitos are without end.
And how many taquitos do you need to buy mod status?
Let's see here. Do we have any fun ones here?
Funyuns?
Fun ones. Yeah, those are all just normal stuff. I was trying to see if any of the food items were as epic as the sesame cookie. Hear what the Lord Commander has to say. All right, we'll get through this. Anyone that wants to redeem push-ups, redeem them through this cutscene. I will rock the push-ups after the cutscene.
You have had news of
Remember, only one redemption per person. Rule number 5.
Alas not. Our scouts range far and wide, but they have as yet found
Oh,
no
by the way,
trace of
Boredom,
the
how
Great
did
Worm.
your FTL stream go? How far did you get? And did you fail gloriously? Or succeed gloriously? Remember, we do not accept mediocrity here in the Taqueria.
Just absolute terribleness.
No, give me an A or give me an F. That's all I want. No such thing as B's and C's.
A pity.
You know,
Fear not,
going
Alpha,
through
now.
and doing these
We
fates
shall
is
see
actually
the
kind of
worm
fun.
again soon enough.
Blue
I'm
Words of
super
Falcon Nest
OP.
attest to that.
See here.
Indeed, he is like to come sooner than we would wish.
I assume Ishgard's defenses are being bolstered as we speak.
With all haste, I mean to call upon every able-bodied warrior at our disposal, from the knights of the Four Houses to the men and women of the Watch. But I did not summon you to discuss strategy.
Oh, please don't
What
ask
then
me on
would
a
you
date.
have of us, my lord?
I will speak plain. Now that Nidhogg is possessed of both of his eyes, no mortal force we can muster
Now
will
remember,
repel him.
since it's MSQ,
That being the case,
they
we
wouldn't do anything that would be off-putting in regard
Do you
to
speak of Hraesvelgr?
if your character was either male or female.
Oh,
So,
yeah, good point. Yeah, so they would never technically do that.
I do.
Wait, is this
To whom else could we
the
turn?
dinner?
That
I
is
think
Nidhogg's
that
equal, I
is
do not
later.
deny.
Okay.
Nor can I name another. But convincing the reclusive
I had
creature
some
to do
really
battle with his
bad
own brood brother
flashbacks
will be-
during that.
How shall I put this?
It will be no small undertaking, yes. Estinian's report was most particular about Hraesvelgr's unwillingness to involve himself. But much has changed since your visit to Somal. And if there is even a chance that the dragon may be swayed, I must plead our case. Come what may, my friends, the battle with Nidhogg will mark the end of my tenure as the acting head of...
Duty.
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 Alfalfa.
We will, my lord. Though I fear our involvement offers no guarantee of success. Come then. We will depart at your leisure.
I
Thank
still
you.
need to find that
Both
clip
of you.
from Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Which one?
city is
The
yours,
one
First
where
Commander.
who was it? I can't remember who it was, but there's a part where there's two kind of soldier-looking guys, and they look at each other, nod, and they both go alfalfa, and then they just walk off. That's where that comes from, because you see people nodding all the time, and it just goes alfalfa. That's just what I think about when I see it. I gotta.
I
Find
saw
clip.
that movie
My
for the
lord.
first time this last year.
We shall pray for your
Oh,
swift
you
return.
did?
Yes.
Nice.
Pray tell, who was the most amazing, excellent soul who showed this to you?
Well, I'd always known, like, people said that it was something you had to watch. And
Uh-huh.
my friend who moved to Japan was supposed to watch it with me, but then he went to Japan. So I ended up just roping another of my friends into it, just be like, you know what? I haven't seen this, and I've heard it's funny. I need to watch it.
Now, had that friend seen it
Yeah.
previously? Okay.
So
I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
All right. Okay. Looks like we only have
terrible, but so hilarious.
we only have 10 push-ups to do. So we're gonna rock these out.
What?
Hey, no one else redeemed push-ups, you idiot. If you want to redeem push-ups, you get in chat right now and you redeem those push-ups.
Oh, sorry. I was saying what to something else.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I was doing a fate, and I don't understand. I was like within one guy of winning it, and then it failed because the time ran out.
All right, I'm doing 10 push-ups right now. Okay, here we go.
I love flying around in the Regalia Type F. It's so stark contrast to the rest of the world, yet I love it.
All right. All right, we're back. Back from my epically glorious push-ups. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Will, I know a redemption you should do for your stream.
Okay.
Burpees. Hey! Thanks for the 100 bits, Mr. Boredom. Thank you.
You want people to have me burp on command? I don't understand. What?
Do you know what a burpee is?
Burping on command?
No. You really don't know what a burpee is?
Evidently.
Okay, wait. Maybe it's like the little throw cloth that people have.
No, that's a burp
when they're
rack.
Yeah,
He has no idea, Farrell.
All right, a burpee is when you go down, do a push-up, and then you hop back to your feet and you do a jump in the air.
Why would I do that?
So people can watch you suffer and torture yourself for their amusement.
You don't understand what I'm trying to accomplish with my stream.
What, streams aren't for making an idiot out of yourself so people can laugh and feel better that their existence isn't as miserable and pathetic as yours?
Yes, luminous ice crystal.
Well, I mean...
And Artemis just scored more meth.
My stream is not about ruining me through physical exertion. My stream will be about... All
right, Boredom. Have a good day, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the bits.
Well, I don't think you realize what Farrell's trying to do. He's just trying to get rid of his competition.
Oh, right. Like I'm competition.
I will bulldoze anyone and everyone on my way to achieving a max viewer count of 5. I set my sights low and wind up working up from there.
Lowered expectations. any of you can recognize where I took that from, I will give you points.
No, I don't know that one, I must admit.
Okay. It's kind of obscure,
What?
so.
A reference the Feral doesn't know?
They do exist.
Shocking!
Usually if it's a country song, I'll never know it.
No, it's one thing that you will appreciate, Feral, is for my stream, I used in chatbot, they have the counter as a death counter, but I changed it to an counter. So basically, any time I say we get to add to the number.
So, is this going to reset every stream, or is this going to be just every time you stream, it's just going to become a lifetime counter?
I'm not sure, but for the hour and 16 minutes I streamed prior to Feral coming on, the counter got up to 9.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I still have the Donald Duck death counter from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Though, I will...
Where the crap is his fate?
Let's see, wait, what was I saying before I mentioned the counter? I was talking about something else.
And it capped out at 48, for those that were wondering.
Only 4.
I know, right? Only 48.
Donald is so bad in those first 2 games.
Yes, he is. It's so bad. That's like why I remember when I first was playing those games, I was like, yeah, the Goofy and Donald are gonna help out, and wait, why are you throwing that potion? Wait, why are you throwing another potion?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what? No, don't throw that ether. No.
You just get to a point where you just don't give them items.
Oh yeah, no, I gave them nothing. I did not give them
valuable anyways.
No, I didn't give them a single dang thing, except for like a couple fights where I'm just like, I don't care. I need to burn items in this fight like there's no tomorrow.
I'd give them my old healing items that were insufficient for my purposes.
Yeah, I'd get to that point where I'd give them potions, and that was about it.
Oh, good. Dragon Boy, he's not dead.
No, she's not.
I was Dragon Girl. I was worried because she was rather shish kebabbed.
Vidovner, yeah.
Yeah, that was painful to watch. I was like, oh, ow.
Yeah, Vidovner is fine.
Oh, operator. I'm sure that you're very upset that you missed one of the best dungeons in the game.
Shut up,
New Year's Eve.
Shut up.
But we may be able to convince Feral to run Anti-Tower again.
Nope.
Was it the dolls? Was it the dolls?
Yep.
Yep. I told you those dolls were freaking creepy sauce, nightmare fuel.
No.
That's on both of you.
I don't like that comment. Not a very
Part
good
of the reason
comment.
why I didn't show up to the New Year's stream was I figured that might actually show up, and I didn't want to run it.
Oh, I
Wait,
was
that
so looking
really,
forward to
that
it.
really was the reason you didn't show up
One of
all.
One of them. The other was other people wanted to have a very quiet night and just go to bed early. And so, naturally, I ended up staying up till 5 in the morning playing Dragon's Dogma.
Okay.
I really need to play more of that game. I absolutely love it. It's just, I always get distracted by something else.
You know, Dragon's Dogma, I think I vaguely remember when it first came out, or one of the Dragon's Dogma games in that series, because I guess there's a series, came out. I remember, like, I think trying the demo on whatever PlayStation I had, or Xbox or
I did
whatever.
the same thing.
And I was just like, this seems like a really cool game. I want to be able to pick it up, but I had never had a chance to pick it up. So it was just like, maybe eventually.
Yeah, and then I got the one that had like all of the extra content and stuff in it on my PC.
So there's Dragon's Dogma for the PS3 and Xbox 360, and then they released Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen, which had all of the DLC they released for the first game, as well as a new expansion area. And so they've now ported Dark Arisen to every platform, every current gen platform.
Really?
So if you want to pick up Dark Arisen, you can get it on the Switch, you can get it on PC, on Steam, you can get it on your PS4 and your Xbox One.
Nice. Yeah, I've got it for my PC.
By the way, for those of you watching and wondering why the crap am I watching that cutscene again, that is because I clicked on the reward I wanted and then I promptly hit the decline button.
Nice.
So you can hit the escape button
Yep.
to skip a cutscene if you end up in that situation.
And which is what I did. And yep, that just happened. That's the first time I've ever declined a reward and was forced to actually do the cutscene over again. It is a darn good thing. It was just a talkie portion of it. I didn't have to do some stupid massive fight. And by the way, to throw my 2 cents in about Dragon's Dogma, I have never touched the game. So
You should.
I know it exists.
Think you'd enjoy that.
I know it exists, and that's about all I really know about the game.
See, for Feral, it may not have enough J in its RPG.
That is quasi legit. I do not really like Western RPGs that much at all. I'm not.
Well, it was made by Capcom, so.
Well, I mean,
But it's a Western style RPG.
I mean, I meant it as completely as a joke, but take it for whatever varying amount of seriousness as you want, because whatever.
Well, I did just pop in not Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior 11 or 9. Which one is that? I don't know.
11, I think, is the most recent one.
Yes, then it was
Dragon
11.
Warrior?
Dragon
Quest?
Warrior, Dragon Quest. It's the same freaking game.
I've never played any of them.
Oh.
I think I played the first one.
I have beaten the first one, and I got about halfway through the second one, and then I got bored. So I decided I was going to play why do I keep saying Final Fantasy? Gosh, dang it.
Because you're playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah, there's that. It was pretty funny, though. I downloaded the demo on my Switch, and I was playing it the other day, about like 3-ish weeks ago. And then yesterday, I was starting the first portion of it on the PS4. And my wife walks by. She goes, "How many times have you played this part now?" I was like, no. The other one was a demo on the Switch. This one's the actual game on the PS4. She goes, "Oh, okay. That makes sense now." All right.
I just bought a PS Vita off of MechWD or whatever his name is. I can never tell what.
MechWD?
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah,
and I was booting it up and getting things started today. And I was like, I wonder what games that I had always wanted a PSP, but I never got one. And so having one, I'm like thinking back. I was like, okay, I remember really wanting this. What games did I want to play on it? Immediately, first thing that comes to mind, Dissidia. So I downloaded all the Dissidias onto it.
Dissidia is one of the ones that I wanted to play but never got to getting it.
The originals are a lot of fun, and despite some of the backlash it's gotten, I still really love the new one. It's a little weird having 3-on-3 battles, but I do enjoy playing it.
Wasn't the original 4-on-4, or is it singles?
No, it's just 1-on-1.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of weird in that the new one doesn't actually have 1-on-1. But there's a reason for that. It's because the game is a port of an arcade game in Japan.
Right.
And so, yes, the mechanics are different. It's just the way it is.
Uh-oh.
But I do hope that they do release an actual Dissidia game eventually. But probably won't have anything in that direction until they've completed the Final Fantasy VII Remake in its entirety.
Let's see if I guessed correctly. No! I chose poorly.
As you do.
As I usually do. In friends as well as mog names.
Why do I have to be fighting caterpillars? This is stupid.
It was pretty funny. I posted about a guy playing Xenoblade Chronicles today. So I watched him from the very, very beginning all the way up until he got Sharla as a character. And what was funny was he fell in the same trap so many of us fell into in trying to take on one of the unique monsters at the beginning.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, you get wrecked so hard.
So
you just look at it, it's just like, huh, I wonder. But it's like, if you're smart and you actually listen, it does tell you. This is how you know when something is too strong for you to take on.
Well, also, the thing I told him was, awesome sounding music, get the crap out of there.
I played on my 3DS just past the point where you take on the talking, what's it called? I can never remember what they're called.
The talking mechon?
Yeah. And, that fight gave me so much trouble. I don't even know why. It's not like I was under-leveled or anything, but because I would still grind for XP for the enemies that were around, and I just wasn't even getting close to enough to level.
Wait,
So
are you talking about the first time you faced mechon, or is it later on when you face him again?
The one when you're saving the brother.
Saving the brother.
Charla's brother.
Oh, yeah, that one sucks. Yeah, the problem with that one is that's the one where you really have to understand the Monado mechanics.
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing, was figuring out how it was all gonna work.
Yeah, you really,
It was a pain.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah,
That one is, it's not really a difficulty spike, it's more of a mechanic spike, where you really have to understand certain mechanics or you're just gonna get wrecked.
Yep. So, I finally did beat it, but it burned me out of that game so bad. So I haven't gone back to play it yet.
Yeah, and I apologize that you're playing it on the 3DS. You are playing the vastly inferior version.
Now I have the Wii version.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I will eventually play it with the actual version that needs to be played, but the decision comes down to something else, though, Farrell.
But the problem is you have the remastered version coming
out later this year.
Yes.
And the other piece to it is that when I do get to the point that I'm making the decision of what game to play, I have to decide between it and The Last Story.
Oh, The Last Story is a heck of a lot shorter. So I would say play The Last Story first. It has a New Game Plus mode on it. But the problem is the New Game Plus mode, it ups the difficulty insanely. I tried playing it on the New Game Plus, and I am currently getting absolutely wrecked by a mid-game boss. Mainly because it was a while ago since I played it. And, yeah. I'm actually thinking about doing that on stream later on this year, because that game is dang good.
Well, I do need to play it, and you saw the version of it that I've got. I've got the freaking audio CD and the
I know,
and the whole dang case is like a book.
Yeah, you bought the version that I would have purchased if I actually cared about those things back then, like I do now.
Care about. I just love it because I love the collector's value of it. Not even for the fact that it's like, oh, I'll someday resell this. No, it's just the fact that it looks so dang cool.
No, and honestly, that game is top notch. It is incredibly underrated, and yes, it was incredibly overshadowed by Xenoblade Chronicles in terms of reception and critical acclaim. But
well, the other piece to that is that people went for Xenoblade Chronicles because at the time it was exclusive only to GameStop and they had limited copies of it.
Yep.
So that in everybody's mind immediately says rare item.
Yeah. Well, because it was that it was those two games plus Pandora's Tower that all came over because of Operation Rainfall. That was the only reason those games got localized.
And probably the only reason why Japan decided to actually bring us Persona, to be honest. Because we never it was always Shin Megami Tensei up to that point.
Nope.
Was
nope.
it?
We had Persona 2.
Oh.
We got Persona 2, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think we ever got the first Persona though. I think the first one came out on the Super Nintendo. I don't think we ever got that one. But we definitely got Persona 2 Innocent Sin. We didn't get the other Persona 2 though. There was another version of Persona 2.
That's the other one that that's the other series I'm thinking about buying for that PSP. Because one of the things that shows up all the time when I'm looking at like best games for the PS Vita, Persona 4.
Yeah, Persona 4, Golden, most definitely. The only thing is I hate the voice actor for Chie they chose for it, but something happened with her voice actress after the PS2 version, and they switched it for every version afterward, which kind of pissed me off because her PS2 voice actress is way better. But definitely, Persona 4 Golden, highly recommended. Persona 3, they chopped a lot out of it in order to put it on the PS Vita. Actually, no, was that on the PSP?
If it was on PSP, it's probably still playable on the Vita.
Right. I'm trying to think if you can get Persona 3 on the Vita. Honestly, I highly recommend the PS2 version over the PS Vita, hands down. PS4 version, they did better on Golden, but PS3, they took out so much of it. Like, I think they actually took out a fair amount of cutscenes, if I remember right.
Hearken to our words.
Like, it's a vastly inferior version.
Man and dragon both.
Like, if you can track down a version of Persona 3 FES, do it. Way good. But Persona 4 is better, though. Persona 3 is still an amazing game.
Oh, I want the Royal.
I did want that, too.
So
I could sink another 120 hours into that puppy.
Are you gonna get the version that comes with the mask?
There's a version that comes with a mask?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I have to look at this right now.
It comes with Joker's mask.
Joker doesn't have a mask.
This Joker
Not
does.
the Joker.
I mean,
Ooh.
he made a mask out of his face, but
balls, it's $90.
We're not talking the Joker.
Wrong Joker, dingus.
You're probably just gonna buzzer me again.
I don't know. That just looks cheap. I don't know.
But it comes with an awesome steelbook. Well, I think the regular deluxe edition comes with that too.
Yeah. Here, let's see here. Steelbook launch.
Did you?
Yeah, it comes
You
with
killed my chocobo! How dare you!
Yeah, I think I'll just get the launch edition. That's not the version. the collector's edition for the normal had so much more to it.
I know.
Yeah.
I just want to get the version. I think there was a version that's gonna have the audio CD as well as an art, and whatever that version is, I want it.
Yeah, that mask, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. I'm not. That doesn't make me want to get it.
Gosh dang it.
But there's so many good games coming out this year. Oh.
So true.
That's why I'm like, all right, which ones are going to go down in value real quickly so I don't have to. Because that's why for me personally, as much as I would love to get Final Fantasy VII at launch, I'm like, that game is going to plummet in value way quicker than any other game on this list.
You think? Why?
That's pretty typical for Final Fantasies.
How the heck did I discover a new location? Oh, because I've never flown over here. Wow.
What a concept.
So apparently, Farrell, I got a tell from one of our FC mates that went and looked at the video recording of my stream earlier today.
Oh, cool.
He said that the first 17 minutes were muted.
Hey, Artemis, that doesn't sound familiar now, does it?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about myself.
Oh, I've done it too.
I know. We've all done it.
But at the same time, I had never particularly cared about doing it because my whole thing about it is that I'd rather be just streaming the game content anyway. The less of me, the better.
Well, yeah, but like one of the conceits that I'm trying to do with my stream is, in addition to playing the video games, I want it as a platform where I talk about like the other media I've consumed, the books I've read, the other TV shows I've watched and such. And so if I'm sitting there thinking that I'm chatting, talking about this great book I've read, and it's just silence. It's just like it doesn't do me any good.
Well,
no one was watching to be able to tell you.
Yeah, well, do you have a multiple monitor setup?
Yes.
Yeah, what I do is I have my Streamlabs. I use a 3. Hey, Phoneotis! What up, dude? Thanks for dropping in. Literally, Gummy Bear raiding me. How you doing? So I have a 3-monitor setup. So I have one monitor up in this corner with with
I think
Discord.
I've seen pictures.
Yeah. And then this monitor right here, right next to my game monitor, that has a Streamlabs OBS. And what you do is you put your microphone that you're actually talking into on the top bar of the mixer. So then if the mic is registering feedback, if you're talking into it, you're going to see the audio bars dance around with that. So if you keep that, keep your mixer focused in on what your actual microphone is, that does a lot for me. Like if my cord's been malfunctioning a little bit over the past couple of weeks. So that helps me, and I can see that very easily out of the corner of my eye. If that bar is not bouncing back and forth when my lip flaps are moving, that means something went wrong. Let's see here. But how you doing, Deotis? How was your New Year's? How was your Christmas? Give me the deets. I have not seen you around for quite a while. Hope everything went well. Let's see here. All right, Dragon Boy, you gonna help us out or not? It's been crazy.
We understand that
where
in
are
your
you
despair at
going?
man's betrayal, you seek only
fine.
the refuge of
Ooh.
solitude.
Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that new job.
But despite your protestations of spent faith, do you not still nurture the smallest flame of hope?
Rar.
Rar?
Hilsvigar.
I do. If you claim I see falsely, then tell me, why did you consent to bear a Zell upon your back?
Okay, just because it's been a while, Farrell, you can probably answer this question for me. If not, then I'm sure Operator will step in. Helsvigar and Nidhogg are brothers.
Correct.
And Midgard Stormer is the father. The
Correct.
Baja. Okay.
So you do distinguish between those who acknowledge and repent their sins.
I thought it
and
was going to
those
be
who
more
perpetuate
complicated.
them. Interesting.
No.
It seems to me that you have not, in fact, lost faith in mankind as a whole.
Praise
Rather, you
Velgar.
weigh our respective merits by how we allow
Such
the
an
past to
interesting
influence our
character.
future.
Honestly, I love the writing for Heavensward. And Dragon's Song.
Wait till you get to Shadowbringers.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, by the way, Operator, just letting you know, the plan for 2020 is to stream Final Fantasy 14 Monday through Friday. Saturday, we are going to stream Left Alive, because everywhere I've seen says Left Alive was the absolute worst game of 2019, and I bought it for $6. And we are going to open that crap sandwich and see what fun we can wring out of it. So that will take the place of Viewer's Choice Saturday until we beat it, or I cry uncle and ask for a towel.
How long is Left Alive?
I've heard it's not that long.
Okay.
So so we'll be playing that on Saturday nights. And I'm planning on continuing Final Fantasy 14 until the baby comes. At this moment, let's just say things have changed in my finances to where this may not be a problem. But with the baby coming, my wife is going to 60% of her paycheck. So, yeah, the subscription for this is going to have to go out the window. Until my wife gets off maternity leave. So then I'm planning on playing Destiny 2, getting through the Forsaken content during that period. So just giving you a heads up on that.
When my father corrupted himself,
we will get you through as much of
I beseech
the
the
MSQ
warrior
as
of
we
light
can.
to slay him and act alike to patricide. But he did not
We will
die
get
by
as
my
far
hand with his litter.
as
If
my
anything,
attention
it heaped
span will
greater
allow me.
disgrace upon my name. But had my father not fallen, he would have drawn countless thousands into a holy war of hellish
Oh,
proportions.
that's right, I can't fly
which I
here.
hold. Alas, your brother Worm now prepares to murder those whom I sought to spare.
Fine, I'll just drive a car
What
up
is
the
more, he has
stairs.
taken my comrade's body for his own. But if I must slay my dearest
That
friend to
reminds
defeat my
me of
Duty.
when I was Duty. I drove a car up the stairs in a Duty.
No. I'm just saying, he mentioned duty.
Ah.
Oh, hey, tiny creepy dragon dad.
Not tiny creepy.
He kind of freaks me out whenever he just appears out of nowhere.
No! Dang it!
Wait, which one of you said that? Was that Operator or Will?
No,
I
that was
didn't
Will.
say it.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been running around in Stormblood area doing quests on my Paladin to level him up. And just because I didn't want to deal with rando mobs aggroing on me while I do the actual quest, I switched to Ninja. And yeah, I'm just like, okay, I just gotta remember to switch back to Paladin when I do the quest turn in.
Oof.
Did I remember to do that?
Nope.
And so does the amount of XP I get for this level 63 quest help at all at level 76?
Nope.
Pobrecito.
Oh well.
It happens.
But no, in regard to driving a car upstairs, that reminded me of when I was playing Halo ODST with an old buddy I had, and somehow, yeah, because like I played through the entire campaign co-op with him, so I got to experience the entire game, uh, with someone, which was nice. And I can't remember where we were, but it was somewhere like down in like catacomb caverns area or whatever. And somehow I had a tank that I was driving, and apparently he, I misunderstood his instructions, and he's like, "Okay, get out of the tank and come follow me up to this door that's on the other side of this bridge." I missed the get out of the tank part, and so I took my
Drove the
time.
tank up to the door.
Yeah. And he's like, he turned his character around, saw where, saw that I was still in the tank. He's like, I have never seen anybody successfully drive a tank over that bridge before. Like, I thought that's what you told me to do.
That's pretty funny. All right.
I need to go pony farming again sometime.
All right. Sahar Kai.
Yay! I have another heart bow.
All right. Who wants to beat up a dragon with me?
Oh, I will. Give me just 1 second.
One of the bosses in there is actually really fun.
Oh, wait, is that a dungeon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Or we could do the anti-tower again.
No, shut up.
Man, he really enjoys that.
I do.
Because it pisses me off and it creeps me out.
No, I really actually do enjoy that fight.
There are a lot of people that do for some weird, inconceivable reason.
Inconceivable!
Inconceivable!
That's actually an audio drop I have.
Ah, good one.
I do not think that word means what I think you think it means. That's inconceivable!
Artemis, you want in?
To what?
Storkai.
Storkai?
Sorkai.
Oh.
Dungeon.
Go ahead and do it without me. I'm in the middle of a cutscene. Unless you absolutely need 1 DPS.
Oh, it would be nice.
Okay, give me a moment.
Now, I will warn you, I have not tanked this dungeon before.
You haven't tanked, like, anything, it seems like.
Satasha. Copperbell.
Uh-huh.
Temtara. That's probably about it. Anti-tower. I've tanked that.
We're doing the anti-tower again?
No.
Alright. Go ahead and send me a party invite.
All right, here we go. Oh, operator, you on?
Nope.
Okay.
Wow, that was fast.
Well,
Either Q.
healer and tank Q. We were
Sure.
just waiting on one DPS.
And he was already there, because he would have been in a queue, already waiting. Night party!
Better than a fat party.
A dark party?
Okay, so what's the best way to use the limit break here?
Which class are you?
Well, I'm a bard. I'm just saying, like, which person is it always best to do the limit break?
What's your
We
other
got-
DPS?
Dancer.
Get Will to do a really big pull and use it on that. Otherwise, see if you can get LB2 on the final boss.
That's what I meant. Is for the final boss. If it's
But
dance,
who would-
so is it
Who would
Fatal
drop
use
the
it, or-
LB? Bard or the
It
dancer?
doesn't really matter.
Okay.
They're gonna have the same dexterity if they're synced to the same eye level. So, if you're going for an animal weapon to get a better weapon, you probably aren't at the same eye level as the dancer. So the dancer might actually have better gear than you, and thus have more dexterity, which is all that matters for the LB.
Oh
And
wait, why'd I attack that?
the LB is only based off your primary attack stat, and it's not even affected by a weakness buff.
Okay. I have my animal weapon equipped, but I don't need to be using it right now. So I'm gonna actually switch off of it to my other bow, because it is a little bit better. I have to do snow cloak for my first mission for the anima. But I have it, so I'm happy. I like how for the bard they always look like hearts.
I'm considering doing Bard for one of my next classes, DPS classes that I level up.
One of the things I love about bard, or about my bard class, is that I can move while I'm attacking. So it's pretty fun to be able to actually move out of the damage points, but still be attacking.
Will, you're getting called out.
Are you not using mitigation?
I had no Iron Will.
You deserve to be called out.
Yes.
Oh, I got the high elixir, nice. Hey, tank.
Yes, what?
Sorry, it was just the enmity somehow got focused on me for a second there. It's the problem with doing so much damage, I guess.
And having a scrub tank.
Ah! I didn't know that thing launched. Watch your health. Oh, I guess it should be Feral that should be watching your health.
I am. What?
Oh.
What?
There's an a-hole Moogle here?
Yep.
There's the boss I was talking about. You get to
Trying
beat
to
up Moglin.
I'm trying to remember mechanics.
He summons.
Bash
Yeah.
him in the face.
Okay.
Yeah, he summons other Moogles. You just take them down, knock them out of his healing field. It's not really that much that's outside of the expectancy.
Mechanics? Who needs mechanics? Mechanics are for cars. Are you a car? I don't think so.
I mean, a team is like a well-oiled machine.
Remember, there may be no I in team, but there is a me.
Are they all out? Okay, cool. They'll summon 3 more. Get some extra damage for you guys. In fact, we might be able to just take him down before any of the Moogles even really help.
Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Moogle
It's gonna
Inferno!
burn now.
You know, just gotta burn the Moogle.
Yeah, he's down. All the Moogles died.
Of course he did.
Lancer, Dragoon, Speed up! Wow, for a moment my muscle memory just failed me. Couldn't figure out what button to press. Ooh. Losing some condition.
Oh, crap. Feral down.
How is Feral down?
Because something was on me and...
Oh. Okay, well.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I guess we don't take that much damage from this guy anyway, so.
You better be Sawi.
So, operator, I got a question for you. I was looking on YouTube, and apparently there was a big hoodoo about a Twitch streamer doing something called DPS parsing. That's like where they have a little extra thing on their computer, and it tells them who's outputting what DPS. That's kind of it, right? Okay. What are your thoughts on it? Apparently, it's a real divided subject amongst the more hardcore players.
My thoughts are everyone should have a parser.
This is as said by the Black Mage.
And if you can't pull at least a brief, then you need to learn how to do your job.
Yeah, because apparently there was a Twitch streamer who was using a parser, and he was...
got in trouble for was he got on his stream and publicly called out another player by name for their bad performance.
Like by in-game character name, though, right?
Yes, in-game character name. Went and encouraged people to go harass him. And all manner of stuff. Generally, Square doesn't care if you're running a parser as long as you don't talk about it. If you go over the Final Fantasy directory, all of the raiders have ACT up and running on their screen.
Okay.
You just probably won't be able to see the names of the people that are on it, because as I recall, almost everyone in the 14 Twitch community not only blocks chat from their stream, but they also, if they're running ACT, which virtually is everyone, they have it set up so that it doesn't show actual names, just like initials. But yes, ACT is a real thing. It's a fun thing, and it tells you how well you're doing.
Okay. That's kind of what I envisioned it. The video I saw didn't mention how he was actively encouraging his viewers to go harass the person who wasn't doing good. It's like, yeah, okay, I can see why that can really get you in trouble. I mean, but just like, poking fun at a dude because he's not doing good, I'm kind of like, okay, now that was a little odd to me. But yeah, most definitely.
If it's poking fun between two friends and they both oh wow.
Oh. Oops.
Yeah.
Goodbye. That watch sure showed you.
Yes, it did. Okay, I think what I did wrong was I stood in the lightning bolts, and that gave me,
What you did wrong is you weren't close enough to the edge, and so you got knocked back, and you also needed to, I can't remember the exact mechanics on that one, but I think you need to stand near an edge where there is no lightning.
Okay.
Which, that fight, I think it's one of the few dungeon bosses where there's a soft enrage, because if you don't kill it fast enough, you run out of,
no, don't go in yet!
Space for that
crap.
mechanic.
Stay at the far back. Thank you.
Bosses don't pull unless you get in their pull range, come on.
Yeah, but
It won't seal until we actually attack him, right?
Yeah, until the boss is pulled, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And if it does seal, you can just teleport in there.
Well, I was more worried because our tank's not here yet.
Oh. There's our tank to save the day. Maybe. Hooray! Answer of shame.
Aw.
Alright, now, Farrell, you know how most, and of course that last boss battle being one of the exceptions, you know how most boss fights are in circles?
Mm-hmm.
The final boss fight in this dungeon is
On platforms.
is in response to it's Square Enix's response to people complaining about it always being in a circle.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's fun. It is a lot of fun. I like
No,
it.
it's not.
Said
like
the
this
Black
one.
Mage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that the Black Mage talking, or?
I mean, I guess the one who liked it is the archer who can basically fire from any angle on that. And can attack while moving. And, yeah. Is that Badofnir? Profit Bagels. All classes.
Oh. I could use that.
You got it.
And no, I can't. Never mind.
Is it not good for you?
Not good
Do you have it
enough.
in your inventory or armory chest?
Oh. Right. Oh, of course. I can't change here.
Well, you're in a battle.
I know. not as good.
I'm so tiny in comparison to you guys.
No, I purposely made my character to be the tallest character you possibly can make.
Oh, I'm talking about even these two. So I'm the smallest between everyone. I'm just a tiny little Makote. Well, if we get to the 2 limit breaks, I'll use it once we get him down to like 25%.
If you have good DPS, you won't get to LB2, so you should just use the LB1.
We'll see.
All right, operator.
If he gets to low HP and you don't have LB2, that is.
What do I need to know about this?
Don't get hit.
Yeah, basically don't stand in his lightning. There will be crystals that'll show up around the battlefield at one point as the ads. Take those out. It's actually a fairly simple battle.
Okay. It's just interesting because of the
design.
Okay, and this
Because of the
isn't
stupid platforms.
This isn't like the Leviathan fight where the more I run around, the more I get in trouble. No, it wasn't Leviathan. What was that?
The dungeon? Hullbreaker?
Yes. The one with the squid one.
Have the debuffs that made that so bad, but
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So I remember that there was.
it's
all
in the
this-
same vein of bad boss fights.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have LB2.
LB's ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it 25%.
Just use it. You want it to get on.
I got it.
You don't want to leave it sitting. You want to getting additional LB meter.
Oh.
If you leave it sitting.
Oh shoot, we're inside of this freaking thing. Just does so much damage. Yay, I'll get Tombstone of Poetics.
All hail the conquering vest hero.
You know, I'd love to get something for my character.
Oh, I've had dungeon runs like that where it's like I
Yeah,
There-
I haven't gotten anything for aiming in a long time.
I wish I could remember the name of the particular dungeon, but all I can remember is it ends with Son Goku. And I kept running that over
I
and
know
over
what you're
again,
talking
trying.
about,
I kept running that over and over again, trying to get healer gear, and it never would drop at all.
Temple of the Fist or Swallow's Compass? Which one?
Swallow's Compass.
The Wukong fight.
But no, just like all the loot drops, none of it was for. None of it was for healer when I was doing it as white mage.
That dungeon's gear is actually frequently used as best in slot for one of the ultimate fights.
There's Snow Cloak? Yeah, Snow Cloak.
Mine was brutal beyond reckoning. Vedfolnir seems ill-acquainted with the notion.
To repair. Just hear another roar.
Roar. Well, 2 more dragons popped on. Of course I'm going to say roar. 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 I say that whenever there's a dragon on one of my girls' shows, and they giggle. Roar.
I really need a new ring.
So, yeah, cutscene. I'll wait.
Average wait time to get into Snow Cloak, 18 minutes.
Welcome to DPS queues.
Yep.
Do you want me to do Snow Cloak with you?
I mean, if you're willing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be done right after this cutscene. So.
All right, I'll back out of my duty finder.
Duty. Triple shifts from login. Sucks to be you.
Our negotiations proved rather more strenuous than I had anticipated, but the results seem well worth the effort.
The battle was indeed hard won. Thank you, my friends. 'Twas your stalwart heroism that moved the heart of the Great Worm at the last. Any gratitude I can offer is but poor reward for your continued service to Ishtar.
'Twould seem our final reckoning with the dread worm is at hand. I only wish we had... Oh, gods.
Send an invite whenever you're ready, Artemis.
All right.
The cry heraldeth his coming. Need.
It has begun.
We must away to Ishgard. Away, away with us, away.
Away, 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 away.
all he says is, "We must away."
Up, and away.
Away we shall.
You do not know how to operate the terminal.
I must.
Yay, we get to ride the dragons.
Now that you're that far. You're jumping off right before one of the coolest things ever.
I know. I'm tired and it's late for me, so. And I didn't work out this morning, so I gotta make up for it tomorrow.
So early morning.
Yep. Yep, gotta get a 3-mile run in, and then get some bike work right after that. Oh, that guy got dropped.
Reminds me of the Griffin fight in Dragon's Dogma. There's always some poor soldier that gets dropped. Actually, there's usually several of them.
Oh, actually that reminds me of another drop I need, Wilhelm Yell.
Remember your
Wilhelm
training.
Scream.
We hold fast until the Lord Commander returns.
You best be writing these down.
I should. Because what was the other one I said I needed?
George Takei's Oh My.
Oh, yes.
Oh my.
Oh, my.
Swing and a miss.
Come on, where's our healer?
I mean, I could switch to Soraya, and that would be our healer, but then we'd be waiting for a tank.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't help.
I mean, if I had the means of being able to
And
hop
those two guys got dropped.
Oh, there's tons of people that get dropped.
So what is this message I keep seeing on my screen that a certain member of the SC is finishing the subaquatic voyage?
That's not an FC member, that's a submarine.
So what is that? What's that for?
So, as a free company can have submarines that go out and gather materials and bring them back.
And airships.
And airships.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's kind of cooperative crafting projects.
Got it.
Ah, we lost one of the DPS.
DPS are a dime a dozen.
So what is it? What is it you're trying to do?
You are late, warrior.
It's a dungeon called the Snow Cloak. It's from the Realm Reborn content of the Heavensward stuff.
Right.
I have to do it with my anima bow equipped.
At level 70, you can just solo it unsynced.
There we go.
Now, do you get anything special when you solo dungeons unsynced, or is it just for glory and honor?
It is for the purposes of doing quest completion without waiting in queues.
Oh, okay.
And for doing them faster. Because you
Okay.
can unsync a dungeon way faster than you can run a synced. Excepting one dungeon in A Realm Reborn.
Level 50 dungeon, this should be easy enough. Wow, why is the Gobu after me?
Because apparently
forgot
take stance has been turned off.
Because you went into a new instance where you were level synced. It always does that.
That Gobu stood no chance, sir.
Dragon fight!
The music in this dungeon is so freaking calm.
Compared to what we're seeing on his stream, it's just like...
Oh. Why are we not just offering the polar bear Coca-Cola? It leaves us alone.
I know, right?
Doesn't actually work.
What? Animated cartoons don't depict real life in action?
I know, right?
But that means Coca-Cola lied to me!
They always do. Coca-Cola's good for two things. Killing brain cells and cleaning carburetors.
Three things?
Or was that vodka? I don't remember.
They both they both serve the same function.
Right? That can't be good.
Yes, it can.
There's a gigantic portal into the Netherverse that just opened up and two dragons collided.
The Netherverse? I'd say probably what, the Void?
Upside down.
I feel like I'm watching Dragon Ball Z here.
Dragoon Ball Z.
Ooh, I see what you did there. Ooh, he tore off his wing. Ow. That's gonna leave a mark. He's gonna feel that one in the morning.
It was just part of his wing.
I mean, when I was searching for audio drops to use for my stream, it's like there's so many of them that I would have taken, except that, you know, for an audio drop, you don't want them to be too long.
Right. Uh-oh.
Hero's Ring of Slaying.
I think my character can now go Super Saiyan.
I'd like to see you try.
I think the YouTube video that I mentioned, you might actually be able to watch after this cutscene.
Okay. Final Steps of Faith, now accessible.
Oh yeah.
It's a great freaking battle.
It was a pain in the tuchus when it first came out.
You said Stuckus.
Yes, I did.
Alright. We were heading back to Idleshire.
Was it just because the mechanics were so difficult to understand, or?
Well, that and I'm a horrible healer, and I've always been maining white mage.
Alright. Well, with that, that's going to be it for tonight, because I'm tired and I need to get to bed.
Let me give you the link to the video. Do your closing, and then you can probably watch it before you actually get up from your chair.
How long is it?
Maybe a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, everyone. I will attempt to wake up in the morning and go out for a run and do a Zwift ride. So I should be on probably somewhere around 5:45 in the morning, plus minus. And we'll be doing a half-hour workout on Zwift because I will not have time to do a full hour because my wife would probably kill me. So yes, tomorrow night we'll be playing more Final Fantasy 14. We'll be finishing up that. That's going to be a trial. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll do that trial, and we will see. And will that end 3.3?
That will be the end of 3.3 after
Okay.
a couple more cutscenes.
All right, so we will be ending up 3.3 tomorrow night. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Good night, Isaiah Norris, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
And we'll be back tomorrow night. Good night, everyone. Good night.